show you my everyday boring life and how I basically structured it around maximizing opportunities for my dating life. You can copy this, you can implement this, especially if you're already extremely busy. And I start pretty much every single day in a nice coffee shop. Right now I'm in Bali. There's a place I like that I found here. I'll show you some of the food I get here. It's just an aesthetically appealing place. If you're already extremely busy, and that was my life the last few years, working as a corporate lawyer, pretty much woke up, worked all day, Monday to Friday. That's pretty much all I had time for. And when you're already busy, you don't have time like some of the younger guys that just go out every night. You don't really have the energy to socialize after work, and oftentimes it's just too late. And also during the day, you don't have time to go to a place where you can socialize. So what I like to do is maximize the opportunities that I have throughout the day. Just make sure that I have a tiny bit more opportunity than I would otherwise have. So rather than just having a coffee at home, I would get a coffee in a coffee spot. Right now I have a little more time, so I'm also having some food, spending some more time here throughout the day. And I'll show you exactly how I do that. I would pick the gym that I work out based on not just, oh, this is close to my work, but I'm okay going to a gym that's a little further away, but that just has a better crowd. My ultimate goal here is, if I'm already very busy, then I want to increase my chances of randomly exposing myself to other people, randomly exposing myself to opportunity, and possibly meeting somebody that I like. Okay, so the thing is, you don't want to become the guy that approaches everybody, right? You're in this environment, especially if you're there frequently. Use it sparingly. For example, this is my gym. I chose it purposefully because I know that this kind of environment will attract more of the people that I like to be around. The last thing you want to do is get a reputation for being that guy that approaches every girl, but otherwise not very social. That's not the best reputation to have. So sometimes I will go and say hi to a girl that I like, but I definitely don't say hi to every girl or to everybody that I see.
The rest of the day is just more of the same. I might go to a different spot to do some more work. Maybe I'm going to meet a friend or a client in a coffee shop or restaurant, and I might even do a second workout. And sometimes in the evening, I go socialize. But that's about it. So you get a great idea here. And I do understand that not everybody has these opportunities that I have. Not everybody structured their life in a way to have so much freedom and so many options to do these things and arrange their day-to-day life. Maybe you're from a small city, from a small town, or maybe you have to go to an office every single day, and I get that. What I want you to do though is look at the things that you do on a repeated basis. Look at the things you do on a daily basis, or at least multiple times a day, and ask yourself if there's a way to do them in a way where you increase the chances of meeting the kind of women that you like. So, of course, first thing that requires to do is you need to understand what kind of women you like. What type of women do you want to have in your life? And once you understand that, take a look at where you're most likely to meet these women. Maybe you could change gym. Like me, I'm just going to use myself as an example. I'm really into yoga girls. So in my case, if I just hang out in my Muay Thai gym, it's very unlikely that I'm going to meet these girls. So why not sign up in another gym and go train there maybe 2 or 3 days a week whenever I do cardio, whenever I go lift weights, just go there. And yes, it's some extra additional effort, but it's an activity you're doing anyway. So just driving to a different place for once and breaking your routine, I know it makes things harder in a way, but it makes things a lot easier when it comes to dating. Same thing when you're working in an office every single day. I've done that for years. I know that the easy path is going for lunch with your clients and your friends and your colleagues from work, and you usually go to the same couple places. And maybe convince your clients or convince your colleagues from work to go to a different place every now and again, right? Look at the places where you increase the chance to meet the girls you like. Again, just gonna use myself as an example. If I wanna meet a yoga girl, right, I'm gonna find a place where there are more of these girls. They're not going to hang out at some business lunch kind of restaurant place, right? And I'm back in Bulgaria right now. I've created this video when I was in Bali or recorded, but I'm only now getting to edit it. So we're back in Bulgaria and this is where I live. So I'm gonna take you to a lunch spot that I sometimes go to. In fact, it is a brunch spot that I really like and it's right next to a yoga studio. And I purposefully picked this place because I know that, well, it's kind of like a hipsterish place, as you're going to see in these videos. It's kind of like a hipsterish place and it's right next to a yoga studio. So of course it will kind of attract that kind of people, right? The girls that work out there, that go to yoga class there. Are they gonna go very far away when they get brunch? No, they're gonna pick something in the area. So why not go to the hipsterish place right next to it? That's how I picked it out on Google Maps. Let's go check it out. And that's exactly what I would urge you to do and what I would recommend. Just think about the structure of the things you're doing anyways. Look at what could help optimize them, even just by 10, 20%, and then just bring that into your life. And even if it's just one day a week, if you can't do it during the week, maybe Saturday morning, go get your coffee somewhere else. Saturday for lunch, go get your lunch somewhere else. Or maybe just on the weekend, do that one extra session in a different gym where the chances are higher of meeting somebody that you actually like. So that said, let's go check out that brunch spot. If you've liked this video, hit the subscribe button. If you've got any questions, hit me in the comments below. If you want to work with me one-on-one, there's a link to my calendar. Let's hop on a call. Let's see what your current situation is. Let's see exactly what you need to change and how I can help you do that. Okay, so we're approaching this place that I talked about. This is the yoga studio. And then there is this place where I go for food. So today was more of a chill day. Not the best, but just putting yourself in these situations where you increase your chances doesn't mean that there's actually going to be a chance or going to be an opportunity every single day. But just by increasing your opportunities, you're just going to increase the chances of actually meeting somebody. It's so windy. Here, actually, to wrap this up, this is my favorite street art in all of Bulgaria. It's a candle. I don't know if you can see it at the top. It's actually firefighters because it's the firefighting headquarters. With that said, let's end this video.